parents want the right vehicle for their family, but it's easier said than done because, it depends on your lifestyle, depends on your budget, and a whole host of other things. So tell me, Alan, I've got Alan here to help us out today. What is the most favourable car for families and why is that?
Yeah, so if we look at that, 20 years ago, everyone was buying the Holden Commodore, the sedan, the big family sedan was a car for the market,
okay, or
the full Falcon, but that's changed a lot over the last 20 years. And most recently, there's been a massive shift towards SUVs.
Yeah.
So, I guess one of the reasons why people are shifting to SUVs is that there's been massive improvement in that technology as well, so that the car's a lot quieter. Inside-wise, and drives like a car, and also because safety is a big thing at the moment, so you get that high road presence, so you can see a bit further ahead.
Yeah.
And then obviously most SUVs come with four-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, which means that in the wet tropical climates like we are in Cairns in particular, recently with the storm, that's going to give you the confidence that your car's not going to drift or lose traction in wet. So,
okay, love it. Because, I guess we all want that safety, and four-wheel drives and SUVs definitely make you feel a lot more confident on the road. So what sort of features then should we look for if we're looking for that sort of vehicle? Yeah,
so definitely one thing to consider is, how it feels when you sit in the car. Because most people look at cars by the exterior. Yes, the exterior is important, but unfortunately,
don't judge a book by its cover, right?
Yes.
You want to feel good in it too.
Yeah, exactly. And most people, if you think about it, you spend most of the time inside the car. So how it feels inside, the soft touches, and does the car have safety features?
It's really important.
It's very important. So airbags are standard now on most cars, but it's also small things like the clarity of the reversing camera, etc. That also adds to the safety factor of the car.
Because a lot of people, they'll buy an SUV or a four-wheel drive with full ambition of going off-road and always camping, towing boats and camper trailers and caravans, but realistically, 95% of the time, we're spent is driving to and from work or school and, doing the usual things on the road. So I guess, what other things should we worry about then? Because a lot of four-wheel drives that I've driven in the past are a bit noisy, whereas a lot of them now, the more SUV types and the more luxury four-wheel drives and even, your Haval brand, they're really, really quiet. Yeah,
definitely. And that comes down to the build quality of the car, how it's insulated from the outside world. And the only way you would know is by driving it, if I'm really honest. So you definitely have to drive the car to find out what car suits you most. So.
Because what sort of brands do you have at Audi?
So we've got Audi, obviously, and they're very nice premium cars. And then Haval is one of the new brands we've got in our group. And
that's a really exciting brand for you guys.
Yeah. So basically, Haval is, I guess, you get all the creatures and comforts of an Audi without breaking a bank. So
because you've got them for as little as
$19.99 you drive away. So,
and they're comparable to other models out there, but just $20,000 or $30,000 cheaper.
Exactly.
And they've got all the latest technology, and they're a lot more luxury feeling inside. Because a lot of four-wheel drives do feel a bit industrial. They're more for the men, but I guess a lot of the ones that you have are more focused around women and mums that have got busy lifestyles. They want to feel nice in the car.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I love it. So what sort of things then should we look out for when we're buying a new vehicle, especially an SUV?
Yeah, so one of the other factors is the warranty side of things. So there's many different warranty options depending on the manufacturer outside, but some brands have up to 7-year limited kilometer warranty. And that's a massive, if you think about it, most people own their cars for between 4 to 6 years. So if you got that peace of mind for 7 years, then
that's incredible.
About it, so.
Why do you think they're doing 7-year warranties for?
So the brand that I know that's doing 7 years that we have is Haval, and the reason they're doing it is that they have confidence in their car, and they're basically saying to the customers that, hey, we've got your back. So that's why they're doing the 7-year warranty, and it's really just for the customer's peace of mind. So
I love it. So what about finance and things like that? Because often people worry about how are we going to pay for this, because I don't, as much as I carry around 40 grand in my wallet, not a lot of people are like me. I'm so joking. I've got like $4 if I'm lucky.
Yeah, exactly. and most people, when they think of finance, they think of the banks out there, or maybe their brokers, etc. But most dealers out there actually do finance in-house as well, and I think that can't be overlooked because if you think about the car industry is all about selling cars, so it's in their best interest to have the best finance deals out there for the customers. So definitely need to speak to when you're looking at to your own dealer to give you some options so that you can compare what's best for you.
I love it. So what about, what's another little sneaky thing that you should watch out for? There's a couple of little things that we always should worry about.
Yes, so definitely the other thing we need to consider when you buy a new car, obviously you don't think about it, but being 6 or a year down the track, you do is the service side of things. So you should understand, what's the service intervals of the cars. It's not about the price of the service itself, because some cars have 6-month intervals, which means you have to service it twice. So it's actually can be more costly than a car that only have 1 year interval.
1 year intervals.
Yeah.
So when you're buying a new car, that's a question to ask the dealer.
Definitely.
Is how many, how often is the servicing for this vehicle?
Yeah.
Just so you can budget for that as well.
Yeah, correct. And for convenience as well. So if you're servicing your car in less intervals, that means you don't have to go to the dealership too often. So,
Because it's always a pain when you've got to get your car serviced.
Yeah. But we try to make a customer life easier.
I'm sure you do. There we go. Yeah. So if you're ready to take the next step and purchase your next family car, then the team at Audi Centre Cairns and Cairns Cars are the experts in family vehicles, and they're more than happy to help you find your dream vehicle. So get in touch today with Alan and his team and go and say hello.